Maplewood was the kind of neighborhood where everything seemed perfect on the outside. Freshly cut lawns, smiling neighbors, identical mailboxes, and the soft scent of lavender carried by the wind. But beneath that charm was a chilling mystery waiting to resurface. It started when the Hargrove family moved into 17 Willow Lane. Ben Hargrove, an architect, his wife Lucy, and their 12-year-old daughter Emma were thrilled to join the exclusive Maplewood Homeowners Association. The house was beautiful, 3 bedrooms, a large attic, and even an underground cellar. But something felt off. On the first night, as they unpacked boxes, Emma came running downstairs.
Mom.
"There's someone whispering in my room," she said, pale and trembling. "Sweetie, the house is just settling. Old houses make noises," Lucy replied calmly. But Emma insisted the whispers were real, too clear, too purposeful. Ben, skeptical but curious, climbed the stairs to Emma's room. He stood in silence. And then he heard it too, a faint murmur coming from behind the walls. The words were impossible to make out, but the tone was urgent, like someone trying to deliver a warning. The next day, Ben met the HOA president, Mrs. Caldwell, a prim, elderly woman who wore pearls and a tight-lipped smile. "Welcome to Maplewood," she said. "If you need anything, just ask. Oh, and don't go poking around the cellar. Old foundation problems, you understand." Ben found this odd. Why mention the cellar so specifically? That night, curiosity got the better of him. After Lucy and Emma fell asleep, Ben grabbed a flashlight and unlocked the old wooden cellar door. Dust and the scent of damp earth filled the air. As he descended, the temperature dropped. His light flickered over stone walls, and then he saw it, a strange wooden panel bolted to the floor. He knelt, brushing away dirt. On the wood were strange symbols, not English, not Latin. Beneath it, faint scratching sounds echoed. Something or someone was underneath. Suddenly, a soft voice behind him whispered, "They watch through the walls." Ben spun around. No one was there. Meanwhile, upstairs, Emma had another strange dream. A girl in old-fashioned clothes appeared beside her bed. "Please help me. I can't get out. The HOA keeps us here forever." Emma woke in terror. The next morning, when they told Mrs. Caldwell about the strange noises and dreams, she gave a chilling smile. "Best not to dwell on old stories, dear. It upsets the community's spirit." Ben wasn't convinced. Digging deeper, he visited the local library. There he found a dusty file on Maplewood's history. Shockingly, the HOA wasn't founded in the 1970s as claimed. It dated back to 1893, when the land was home to an orphanage. A fire had killed several children and staff. The bodies were never recovered, and the orphanage stood exactly where his house now stood. The next clue came in the form of an old photograph. The orphanage matron looked exactly like Mrs. Caldwell. When Ben returned home, things had changed. Lucy complained of seeing shadows in the mirrors. Emma refused to sleep in her room. And then they found the scratches on the cellar door from the inside. Late that night, Ben couldn't sleep. He grabbed his tools and headed to the cellar, determined to open the bolted panel. As he pried the last nail loose, a sudden gust of freezing air rushed out, blowing out the flashlight. And in the dark, a whisper. "You shouldn't have come here." Ben staggered back as the hidden door creaked open, revealing a narrow stone tunnel descending deeper into the earth. Against his better judgment, he stepped inside. The walls were lined with old bricks, each one marked with strange runes glowing faintly in the dark. Suddenly, Emma's voice echoed faintly down the tunnel. "Daddy, help me." His heart froze. Emma was supposed to be asleep upstairs. He ran down the passage, flashlight flickering. At the end, a massive iron door stood covered in rust. Above it, carved in stone, were the words, "Bound by covenant, broken only by blood." Ben pushed the door open with effort. Inside was a cavern lit by blue flame torches that defied logic. In the center, 5 shadowy figures in tattered clothes knelt in a circle, the missing orphans. Their empty eye sockets turned towards him, mouths moving soundlessly. A tall figure stepped from the shadows. It was Mrs. Caldwell. "I warned you, Mr. Hargrove." The HOA ensures harmony by maintaining the pact. The spirits of these children keep Maplewood perfect. Without their sacrifice, the chaos returns. Ben's mind reeled. You're keeping them trapped here? She nodded calmly. For over a century, every family here enjoys prosperity because of this balance. But now you've broken the seal. The debt must be paid anew. Your daughter will take their place. No, Ben shouted. But Emma was there now, standing beside Mrs. Caldwell, her face blank and eyes glowing faintly. Daddy, I'm cold. Ben ran to her, but invisible force held him back. The only way to save her, Mrs. Caldwell said softly, is for someone else to take her place. Ben gasped. Himself? His wife? Anyone but Emma. A chorus of whispers rose from the walls. Choose. 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 Suddenly, Lucy appeared behind him, wild-eyed and desperate. I'll do it. Take me. She screamed. Caldwell smiled, ancient and cruel. So be it. With a flash of blue light, Lucy collapsed, her body lifeless. Emma's eyes cleared, her soul returned. But Ben wept. The price of perfection had been paid. Mrs. Caldwell leaned close and whispered, You're one of us now. Keep the secret or join her. When they left the cavern, the tunnel sealed behind them. No one spoke of what had happened. Life in Maplewood returned to normal, green lawns, polite smiles, and quiet streets. But at night, in the cellar of 17 Willow Lane, the faint cries of Lucy Hargrove echoed from beneath the floor. And far away, the HOA welcomed a new family. The pact would need to be renewed again someday.